The Supreme Court has handed a major win to President Donald Trump, greenlighting his administration's efforts to fast-track deportations under a centuries-old immigration law. In a narrow 5-4 ruling, the justices approved Trump's request to vacate a lower court order that blocked the use of the 1798 wartime immigration statute. The decision now allows for the immediate deportation of Venezuelan nationals, including suspected members of the notorious Tren de Aragua gang, marking a pivotal step forward for Trump's hardline immigration agenda. At the center of the legal battle, the rarely used Alien Enemies Act, a law dating back to 1798, originally passed to allow the swift removal of certain migrants during times of war. Before President Trump's current term, the law had only been invoked 3 times in U.S. history. During the War of 1812, World War I, and World War II, lawyers for the Trump administration urged the Supreme Court to overturn the lower court's decision, arguing it blocked their efforts to protect national security. In the court filings, they said the ruling threatened to derail their immigration agenda and posed risks to delicate foreign negotiations. President Trump celebrated the Supreme Court's ruling on Truth Social, calling it a major win for border security. He wrote, "The Supreme Court has upheld the rule of law in our nation by allowing a president, whoever that may be, to secure our borders, protect our families, and our country itself. A great day for justice in America," President Trump added. The post reflects Trump's continued focus on immigration as a top policy priority. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem also weighed in, backing the Supreme Court's decision and President Trump's approach. In a video posted to X, Noem declared, "Today's a bad day to be a terrorist in the United States of America." She went on to say President Trump was right to invoke the Alien Enemies Act, calling it a necessary move to deport terrorists and keep Americans safe.
Today is a bad day to be a terrorist in the United States of America. Today, the Supreme Court came out with a decision that reaffirmed President Trump was correct in using his authority on using the Alien Enemies Act to deport terrorists out of this country. Thank you, President Trump, for your leadership in making America safe.
Meanwhile, Attorney General Pam Bondi is calling the ruling a landmark decision and a victory for the rule of law. In a strong rebuke of the lower court, Bondi said an activist judge in Washington, D.C., has no jurisdiction to seize control of President Trump's authority to conduct foreign policy and keep the American people safe. She added, "The Department of Justice will continue fighting in court to make America safe again." Vice President J.D. Vance didn't hold back in his response to the High Court's decision, calling it a major loss for the lunatics and a major win for the American people. He ended his post with a simple rallying cry, "Onward!"